With slick roads and people in an extra big hurry, there have been a lot of accidents. If you've been hurt in an accident, call our help center this morning. The legal team from Galperin and Associates is waiting to help you, and they are reached at 720-501-3451. They want to make sure you get the right medical care before you even think about settling with the insurance company. Call them now, 720-501-3451.
And we're back with Jacob Galperin, founder of Galperin and Associates. We were talking about this off the top of the show. When you get in an accident, you should get medical treatment right away.
Absolutely.
But what if you don't have insurance?
So it's extremely important to go to the doctor. And we work with professionals that will see our clients irrespective of health insurance or any type of self-pay. They will see them, they'll get them the best medical care possible. And then once they are better, we approach the insurance companies and make sure that their medical costs are reimbursed. So initially it's like, well, how can I go to the doctor without health insurance?
Yeah.
My clients can. And it's probably the most important thing that we stress to all our clients. We wait until they get better, because sometimes people don't recover. Sometimes people have lasting things that may last for a while, and it does you no good to settle now, and then you have stuff that affects you for the rest of your life.
Right, right.
So we make sure we know what your future holds for you before we approach an insurance company to take care of the final settlement.
And what does your firm do right after an accident to help?
Well, first of all, as soon as a client calls me, we make sure, A, you get your car in the shop, get it repaired, help you get a rental car right away so you can take your kids to school, go to work, and then obviously we try to help you throughout the process. So medical care, we try to help with that. If you have medical bills coming in, we try to guide you how to get those paid. And then ultimately, finally, once you are better, or if you're not, we know what the future holds. We then approach the insurance companies and try to get you everything you should get. And if they don't settle right away, we make sure to then file lawsuits or whatever needs to be done to get the maximum amount for our clients.
We love it when you bring real stories into the mix.
Sure.
Tell us about a man you recently helped.
Yeah, this was actually one of the more recent cases I got. His name is Jeremiah. He came to my office in the summer, and he was pretty badly hurt. And the insurance company convinced him to settle for about $6,000. And he came to me, and obviously that didn't even cover his medical bills. And he's been through 2 or 3 other attorneys who just wouldn't take his case. I sat down with him and his wife. We went through it, and I said, well, let me try to see what I can do. And we were able to reopen his case with the insurance company, which I was pretty happy about that, and he obviously was as well. And then recently, about 30 days ago, we were able to get him $300,000.
300,000 instead of 6,000.
Yeah. Which was a big difference for him and his
Yeah.
family. That was huge. Huge difference, and he was very happy about that.
Well, we actually went and sat down and talked to Jeremiah and Ann, and let's hear what they had to say about working with you.
Sure.
When the insurance company only gave me $6,000 to settle, at first I thought, that was just it, and that the case was over. And I had talked to the other lawyers, and they wouldn't even take my case. They treated us more like family, not just that it was a money situation. They actually listened to my story and knew that, I needed the help and was willing to help. And the final outcome was a $300,000 settlement, which they wanted to start out at $6,000, which is a big difference. They helped me pay my bills during the whole process of this, which they helped me keep the roof over my head, which was most important of everything, because I have 2 children and, being close to losing our home, and they helped us prevent that. That if it wasn't for them, I'd be probably homeless right now.
I mean, Jake is amazing. He's an amazing attorney, and he works really hard for you. And when you think, that he is done, he's like, well, we're going to push him a little bit more. We did very well. We ended up with $90,000 for all the time and suffering and the doctor's appointments and the chiropractic and the PT and the neurologist. And at the end of it, the other thing that I would say about it is I got amazing care, and I came out on the other end feeling much better cognitively and physically.
Jake, I'm so glad that you shared that story with us, because you definitely make sure that your clients get the best care possible. And we were just talking 6,000 versus 300,000.
That's quite the jump.
It is, definitely.
Yes, we were very happy for him and his family. It was an honor working for him, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, and the fact that he had gone to other lawyers and was rejected, came to you. That's pretty amazing. When it comes to settling, what's your take on that? Do you push people to do that? What do you do?
What I do is, first, again, we make sure we know what's going on medically with someone. If they're better, perfect. If they're not, what is the rest of your life going to look like? At that point, once we know that, we then approach insurance companies and we request the most we can get from them. In my opinion, if they're not going to give you the value of what you should get, we're not going to sell at that point at all. We'll move forward with litigation.
And we want to mention you have a multilingual office. How
Yes.
many languages?
We speak
are
a lot. We're
spoken?
Russian, Spanish, we have Ethiopian, we have a lot of languages. And so language is not a barrier for our clients.
Right, yeah, we have such a diverse population in Denver now.
Yes.
That's really good to know.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jake. So
Thank you.
call Jake's team in the Help Center right now. They would love to talk with you about your accident and help you get the top-notch medical care you deserve. So 720-501-3451, and that's their direct line to reach them anytime, even when they're not in our Help Center. Once again, that number 720-501-3451. Write it down. You may need it while you're traveling over the holiday season. I mean, you never know. And you can also find them online at galprinlegal.com.
All right. Well.